Welcome to Milo Pickney time, and today you'll be learning what the elements of a story are. I'll be reading you a story, and the title of the story is The Honest Girl. There was once a girl by the name of Samaya. She lived in a house as huge as a giant. She got everything she asked her parents for. Her mother was a doctor, and her dad was a pilot. It so happened that one day, Samaya's classmate Madeline had taken a colorful pencil to school. Everyone wanted to have one. It was before devotion when all the children of 4B gathered around Madeline to look at her pencil. Everyone was talking about how beautiful the pencil was and how nicely it wrote. Samaya then used it to write her name. She was amazed at how it wrote. As the children were admiring the pencil, the bell rang. It was time for devotion. They all made their way to the auditorium. Madeline hurriedly placed the pencil into the pocket of her bag. During devotion, their class teacher, Mrs. Brown, then asked Samaya to bring some chalks from the classroom for her. When Samaya went to the classroom, she could not stop herself from peeping into Madeline's bag. To her surprise, there she saw the colorful pencil. Peeping from Madeline's bag, she took it from the bag to see it once more. She wanted the pencil so badly. She then heard footsteps. In a hurry, she quickly put the pencil into her bag. Samaya quickly rushed outside with the chalk in her hand and the pencil in her pocket. After devotion, when everyone came back inside, Madeline began searching for her pencil. She told Mrs. Brown that her pencil is missing from the bag. "Are you sure, Madeline?" "Yes, Mrs. Brown. I placed it inside the pocket of my bag." Samaya became fearful. She began shivering. "Who came into the class while we were out?" asked Mrs. Brown in a stern voice. Abigail was called. Mrs. Brown searched her bag, but could not find the pencil. Mrs. Brown scolded Abigail for stealing the pencil. She began to cry. Samaya was afraid of getting up to give the pencil to Madeline. Mrs. Brown gave Abigail a day's time to tell the truth. Samaya felt bad about what had happened. When she went home, she tossed and turned in her bed. The pen was hidden under her pillow. The following day, she went to school. She looked at the pencil again and again. It no longer looked beautiful to her. It was time for devotion. Everyone went to the auditorium while Samaya stayed back to put the pencil back inside the bag. She then quietly placed it there. Everyone then came back inside. Mrs. Brown told everyone to take their homework from their bags. Suddenly, Madeline shouted, "Look! I have found my pencil!" Samaya then got up and said in a pitiful voice, "I placed the pencil back into Madeline's bag." She then started telling the truth. She confessed to taking the pencil from Madeline's bag. Mrs. Brown then commended Samaya for telling the truth and apologized to Abigail for disbelieving her. Samaya then apologized to both Madeline and Abigail. She promised everyone that it will never happen again. Samaya had definitely learned a lesson. The end. Okay, guys, how many main elements does a story have?
The story has 5 main elements.
The story has 5 main elements. What are they?
Plot, setting, characters.
Anyone wants to help? Raise your hand. Yes.
Characters, plot, conflict, and setting.
Very good. Well done. Give them a clap. All right. So first, let's discuss character. What is character all about?
The person or animal in the story.
Very good. The person or animal the story tells about. Excellent. Setting. What is setting all about?
The setting is the time and place in which it happened.
Very good. Plot. Anybody? Yes.
A series of events that happen in the story.
A series of events that has happened in the story. Right. Next, which one am I leaving out? Who wants to help me?
Conflict.
The conflict. Okay, anyone? Go ahead.
The conflict is a struggle between two people in a story.
Very good, bright star boy. Excellent. Have we looked at 5 already? No. Which one is missing? Resolution. Anyone wants to tell me what the resolution is? Go ahead.
The resolution is when a problem gets fixed.
All right, the resolution is solving the problem. All right, good job. Who can tell me what was the setting in the story?
The setting was at school.
The setting was at school. Remember, setting is where the story was taking place. Who were the characters? So that means I can get more than one answer now, right? Carissa.
The honest girl.
The honest girl. What's her name?
Samaya.
Samaya. Very good. Yes. Abigail. Abigail. Anybody else? Ayana.
Madeline.
Madeline. Very good. Yes.
Mrs. Brown.
Very good. Anybody else? Was there anybody else?
The mother and the father of the honest girl.
All right. The mother and the father, they weren't in the story. Their names were just mentioned, but they weren't characters of the story. Okay? Something is missing.
Principal?
No. The children. You don't remember that there were children as well? Yes, there were children. Remember they formed a line to go to devotion? Correct. Can you recall what was the simile in the story? The house was big like a giant. That simile, big like a giant. Yes, so that was the simile of the story. Remember, stories are also made of sequences, but you have to ensure that the sequence is correct. Are you ready? So let me see who is going to win the sequence race. I'm going to choose Nathan, Trishelle. All right, so here with us we have 2 champions, and they are going to compete for the yogurt prize. Who is ready to win the yogurt? Are you ready, Nathan? Are you ready, Trishelle? Go! Let's see. Come on. Down here. Are you finished? Okay, guys. Are you ready to critique what they have done?
Yes, please.
So always remember that a story must have what at the beginning, at the top? What is that? A title. I'm seeing right here over All-Star side. His own begins with Bob and his mother drove to the mall. Yet, the title is down here. And it says, A Day at the Supermarket. So that simply means it's not correct, right? Let's see if Miss Superstar has her title in place. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What's the title, guys?
A Day at the Supermarket.
Good. Put it where it's supposed to go. Good. Let's read it together now. Let's go. A day at the supermarket. Bob and his mother drove to the mall. They went to the supermarket. They bought fruits and vegetables. Then they went home. Does that make sense? Yes. Neither of them has won. After the break, we'll have Auntie Jenny, who will be educating you on more things about story. Stay tuned on Milo.
Pickney time.
As we whirl, as we twirl, boys and girls, on picnic time.
This is where I learn. Courage is what I got from experience. With hard work, there are no walls between me and my dreams.
Only Milo contains ActiveGo, which is a blend of Protomalt, a unique malt extract, and micronutrients to help prepare your child to get the best out of their day.
Thanks, Mom. Now I am ready.
Milo, energy food drink of champions.
Good to grow. Good to grow. The yogurt to know. The yogurt to know is good to grow. A happy face starts with great taste. Nutritious begins and it tastes great.
Mellow Berry Bird, Vanilla Slide, Rocking Punch, Razzle Dazzle Berry.
A happy face for everyone. Come together and have some fun. Good to grow. The yogurt to know. The yogurt to know is good to grow.
Good to Grow Yogurt from the makers of This Is Really Great Yogurt.
Grow. As we whirl, as we twirl, boys and girls, on picnic time. Welcome back
to Milo Pickney time, and Lord of mercy, what a whole heap of fun. Who has learned anything about stories? Tell me some elements of the story. How is it you must have these things for a story to make sense? Yes. The plot.
Character.
The character.
Setting.
The setting.
The resolution.
Boom class. Resolution and you?
Conflict.
The conflict. Look here, clap on yourself. Clap on yourself. But I have a story to tell you. That there's nothing that should frighten you in an exam about stories. Because life is a story. So as you live a story. I'm going to tell you there are two types of stories. You have the fiction and the non-fiction. Lord, leave my class so no graduate already. What is the fiction? I have a good to grow yogurt. Good to grow. Who can tell me what is fiction? And you?
It's not real.
It's not real. Give me some not real stories.
Fairy tales.
Fairy tales. Which other story you read that's not real?
Oh, Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. They make up them something there. But when you talk about other stories like life and how you live it, like how it is, you roll, you went to school and you drop and you cut up your foot and things never go so right and Lord, it'll hurt you or you lose your front teeth and all you want for Christmas is your two front teeth. That is a story, you know, and that's life. Now, the characters are divided into two sections in a story. Yes, no. Spanish town. What are the two categories of characters? One category over here. My youth, you can't bright if you bright to your prime minister.
People and animals.
People, animal, wrong. And the answer is protagonist. Say protagonist.
Protagonist.
And antagonist.
And antagonist.
So we have the protagonist, that's the main character, that's the star. Who loves some star when you watch TV? Which star you just love to watch? Who is a good person in your story when you're watching a movie? You don't know the movie, no TV show. Yes? Which one? Yeah. Oh, you have a big one, yes.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Then who is the good person in Godzilla?
Godzilla.
Godzilla is the good character. Antagonist, give me.
Antagonist is the animals or the things that try to take over the town.
Is that true? Those are the ones that upset Godzilla. So therefore you understand it. But guess what? Who loves music? Who just loves? You love music? Did you know that music has a lot of stories? I have a surprise for you. Want a surprise? Yeah. I am going to give you one of Jamaica's best singers, one of Jamaica's international stars, who is going to perform a song for you. If you're ready, say ready. Ready. Make some noise for Romain Virgo. It's good to have you on Milo Pickney Time. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Boys and girls, which question you dying to ask Romain Virgo before he sings a story for you? Yes?
What song are you going to sing for?
Today I'll be singing Who Feels It Knows It, and that's one of my personal favorite songs.
Nice.
And over here, question for Romain.
What is it like being a singer?
Singer and star, right? Okay.
It's nice because I get to travel the world and get to push that message that you want to to push out there. So it's nice. I get to see places that I never imagined I would get to see. So it's wonderful traveling the world.
Beautiful. And now the story. Who feels it knows? You ready? We're going to assess it, Don't just enjoy it like a stage show, Listen for the character. What else are you going to listen to when he sings? Character. The character, what else? Plot. The plot, what else? Resolution. Good. Romain, do your thing.
Well, this one is for all of the hard-working people, Jamaican people. So some don't know what it feels like when we are work from 6 in the morning straight up till midnight. Midnight, I'm if I tell you, you think it easy for barbers stand up in the shop all day. And nothing nah go on. You think it easy for farmers stay up in the sun all day. Upload the farm. It no easy being a vendor nor a taxi man. No. You think it easy for stand up and watch you youth cry for food for yam. Yes, how feels it, knows it. We are feel it from a little and a grow. How feels it, knows it. And sometimes we feel like we let go. How feels it, knows it. Yes, we are feel it from a little and a grow. How feels it, knows it. Whoa, only Jaja know. You think it easy if you know, say, early a morning, landlord a come for the rent. When deep down in yourself, you know, say, you don't have a cent. I feel it for the youths, them, who sleep in the street, no. And some don't care for the youths, them. And a long time we see it, but our feels it, knows it. We are feel it from a little and a grow. Our feels it, knows it. And sometimes we feel like we let go, but who feels it, knows it. We are feel it from a little and a grow. Who feels it, knows it. Yes, only Jaja knows.
And now Romain is going to leave and we're going to continue class. Big up yourself in the big class of life. You don't know, and keep doing good music. Big him up. Now, in that who feels it knows it. What are the different stories you heard?
I heard a story about the guys on the road.
The guys on the road. What did he say about the guys on the road?
No one helps them.
Lots of times they're there without help. Another story was in there.
The farmer.
What about the farmer?
He said the farmer stay out all day in the sun.
All day in the sun. And then I go and see if anybody pay rent in here. Over here now, what else? Which other story was in his tongue?
Parents wake up 6 o'clock until midnight.
Good job. Make sure so you don't waste your parents' money. And one more, who can tell about the rent part?
The landlord coming for him rent tomorrow.
What? The landlord a come for him rent? All them stories there in life? And I'm not have no?
Sense.
And the saint means he has no what?
Money.
Lord, you're too bright. So when you listen to the songs, children, you have so many different stories. And I love his songs because his songs have some real stories.
Who feels it, knows it. Only Jaja know.
As we work, as we twirl, boys and girls, on Pickney time.
This is where I learn. Courage is what I got from experience. With hard work, there are no walls between me and my dreams.
Only Milo contains Active Go, which is a blend of Protomalt, a unique malt extract, and micronutrients to help prepare your child to get the best out of their day.
Thanks, Mom. Now I am ready.
Milo, energy food drink of champions.
As a dad, my experience here at Small Treasures has been wonderful. Small Treasures, great stars.
Trained childcare specialists at Small Treasures Childcare from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. with 2 meals included. Carbon Estates, Portmore, Oakland's Constant Spring Road, 56 Lady Musgrave Road, and our own K School at 58 Lady Musgrave Road.
Small Treasures provides a complete care package. What else do I need? Absolutely nothing. Small Treasures for me.
Contact us at 978-7133 where we create stars.
As we work, as we twirl, boys and girls, on Pickney time.
One of my favorite, Daniel and the Lion. So Daniel was a very important man. He helped King Darius rule his empire. He worked hard and he was very good at his job. I think I shall put Daniel in charge of the empire, said Darius. The other people who worked for Darius were very angry. Why is Daniel getting a better job, they muttered. How we wish he would make a mistake, then we could get rid of him. You know, said one, I've got an idea. Listen to my secret plan. They huddled close together and they whispered. Then they went to King Darius. Your Majesty, may you live forever, Your Majesty. You are great, you are wonderful, oh, you're like a god. Thank you very much, King Darius. What am I doing? Them full up in head, don't. So they're manipulating the king. What's the big word they're doing? What? Manipulating. So he says, we want you to make a law. No one may pray to anyone except to you. If anyone disobeys, we will throw them in the lion's den. So the king says, what a wonderful idea. Remember, they just told him, oh, I'm smart, you know, so he can't say fool. He says, it's a wonderful idea. It will be one of my great laws that cannot be changed. Lord of his mercy. Daniel always prayed to God. In the morning, he prayed to God. In the middle of the day, he also prayed to God at the end of the day. And he says, when I lie down, I sleep in peace. Dear God, you always keep me safe. Daniel was not alone. The people he worked with were watching. The next day, they went to see King Darius. Your Majesty, they said, may you live forever. Do you remember the law you made? He says, I do. It's a very strict law. No ifs, no buts, no changes. Indeed it is. If anyone breaks it, throw them in the den of lions. And he says, I will. Then for a bit of funny road, hurrah, ha, 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 ha. Look here now. Then the men say, Your Majesty, Daniel has broken the law. He keeps on saying prayers to God. Darius stops and says, I don't want Daniel eaten. He's a very good worker. He is not included in this law. And the man says, oh no, Your Majesty, you cannot change the law. You said you will not change the law. Darius frowned. Let me think. I'm going to find a reason why he shouldn't be included. And he thought and he couldn't find any, and he prayed and he kept praying. He says, I'm going to think, I'm still thinking. But he couldn't think of a way to stop it. So the soldiers went and fetched Daniel and threw him in the lion's den. And all the lions around him. And Daniel was not afraid. Darius did not sleep that night. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He says, do you want a meal? They asked him. He says, no, I cannot eat, I cannot eat. But down in the pit, Daniel was sitting among the shadows. He couldn't see anything very clearly, but he felt sure somebody was there with him, because all know the lions don't move. The lions yawned and they fell asleep and they just stayed still. Daniel, Daniel! He heard that voice in the morning in the pit, and he says, did your God save you? May Your Majesty live forever, replied Daniel. God sent an angel to save me from the lions. Hooray! And this time the lions still did not roar, and Daniel kept there, and he thanked the Lord as he stayed in the lion's den, because God had saved him from those wicked men and from the lions. And now, who can tell me the characters you heard? Each time you get one right, you're going to get a good to grow. And over here, tell me a character.
Darius.
Darius, King Darius. That is correct. You have won your own good to grow. Oh Lord, this is Razzle Dazzleberry. Another character.
Daniel.
The men. One was Daniel. We're going again. All right, so you tell me the next character. The men. That's correct. Who were the antagonists?
The men.
The men, those wicked men. Who was the protagonist?
Daniel.
Is correct. Good job. Now, what about the conflict? What was the conflict in there? What was the conflict in there? How did they create a conflict in Daniel and the lions? Yes.
Miss, when Daniel was getting favor from the king, the men, they hated him for that.
That's the conflict. Very good. Us versus them. Anybody can tell me the climax now? Tell me the climax again. What did you say the climax is? When?
When they were throwing Daniel in.
When they go for Daniel and throw him in the lion den. Oh my God. No, you have to tell me. No, you get your good to grow. What's the resolution? How was it resolved? Who can tell me how it was resolved?
The angel came and saved Daniel.
When the angel came and saved Daniel, and they realized that Daniel's God was a good God. That Daniel's God was a
good God.
Give her our good to grow. Good job. We'll be right back, right here on the Milo Pickney Time.
As the world, as the world, boys and girls, on Pickney Time.
This is where I learn. I gain confidence from practice. Teamwork teaches me that some challenges have more than one answer.
Only Milo contains Active Go, which is a blend of Protomalt, a unique malt extract, and micronutrients to help prepare your child to get the best out of their day.
Thanks, Mom. Now I am ready.
Milo, energy food drink of champions.
Good to grow. Good to grow. The yogurt to know. The yogurt to know is good to grow. A happy face starts with great taste. Nutritious for kids, and it tastes great.
Mela Mary Bird, Vanilla Slide, Rocking Punch, Razzle Dazzle Berry.
is for everyone. Come together and have some fun. Good to grow, the yogurt to know. The yogurt to know is good to grow.
Good to Grow yogurt from the makers of This Is Really Great Yogurt.
Welcome back to the Milo Pickney Time. Now, this is the part where we prove if you learn anything. We call it Brother and Nancy Parent or Sister and Pickney Time. Ready now? We're starting over here with Mother and Son. Mommy, name 2 elements of a story. Mommy.
Yes, the plot and the characters.
Good going, Mommy. Sister. Name 2 more.
The setting and the resolution.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Whoa, them bright. Children. Son, you ready over here? Name 2 types of stories.
Fiction and non-fiction.
Look like we need a whole heap of Good to Grow yogurt around here. Everybody will be winning. The location and time in the story is called the what?
The setting.
Ah, it was her, but it's all right. You said it together, it will go. Good job, sisters. You're doing well. Mommy and Mommy alone. Who is the antagonist?
The antagonist is the one who creates the problems.
Yes. The bad somebody. Yes, I will take that. Hello? No consultation over there? Who is the protagonist?
The good person in the story.
Or the main character. Good job. Final one. Tiebreaker. I sure nobody going to get this right. Son, the 3 sections of the plot, like the 3 sections of a story are, you have the beginning, then you have the
middle,
and then
the end.
Good job. This is to see if we really have a tiebreak on Brother Nancy Parent and Pickney Time or Sister Time. Oh, what's the difference between a simile and a metaphor?
A metaphor is describing with using like and as, and a simile is...
Ding, ding, ding. Wrong.
The metaphor you do not use as or like. With the simile, it's explaining like as big as a giant.
So you're comparing using
as and like.
Or like. And over here, I like it. And we have the winners of the Brother and Nancy Parent and Pickney Time. You have won a big prize from This Is Really Great Yogurt, a big prize from Good to Grow. And guess what you're going to get? You're still going to get some Good to Grow because I want it to continue to grow and grow well, because it is always fantastic as we learn right here on the Milo Pickney Time.